Jesus Christ, man. You play like you got epilepsy. What the fuck? Is your controller plugged in? Jesus Christ.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about video game movies. That is, movies that are based on video games or that inspire video games coming up next.
Yeah. Hey, look, if I find the instructions, will that help? Oh man, the shit we used to talk in the video games.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, so right off the bat, thanks to everyone who's been checking out Living Dead World.
That is so cool.
I think around now we've got about 25,000 hits, so that's easily the most hits that we've ever gotten for a full-length something that we're doing. So thanks a million. We really do appreciate every single person who comments, subscribes. It means a lot to us. We're really trying hard to stay in this business, you know.
Have fun with it. So thank you.
So yeah, for sure. Thanks to everyone, and you know, keep checking us out. We are definitely going to be doing a zombie, either miniseries or movie or both.
What do you guys think? Web series, movie, a combination thereof. Put it in comments. Let us know what you think. Let's crowdsource this shit.
Anyway, so today's episode is all about video games. Now, you're going to know a lot more about this subject than I do. I just know that every time they make a movie out of a video game, it's terrible. It's just terrible.
Well...
Comment.
Okay, wait a minute. I think you... No. I think the
First of all, why do they even bother to make... Is it just because it's an IP?
Okay, you want to take your
built-in fan base?
Yeah.
Or what?
Well, I mean, okay. So
why do they even bother?
If you've already got a movie, right? And nowadays, if you got a movie, making a video game is just part of the marketing package. Kind of like back in the Star Wars days when toys became part of the marketing.
I don't know. They make some games that they spend. Halo. They haven't even made a Halo movie. I think that there's been so many.
Yeah, they make like machinimas out of that, but no, they don't have a Halo movie, But wait a second, though. What I'm talking about is when they make a movie...
Assassin's Creed's Giant Bomb. I mean, just anytime they try it, it just doesn't work, right?
Wait a second, though. But there's plenty of instances where it actually does work pretty good. I'll give you a perfect example. Resident Evil, dude. They're already on 7 of those films. And now, admittedly,
they're barely breaking even now.
Right. But the first one made a lot of money, dude. And it was actually a pretty damn good movie. I mean, look... It's the Hawk the Slayer of zombie movies, but I like Hawk the Slayer, so I'll watch Resident Evil.
There's that one bit where the laser grid chops somebody up.
That's cooler
than
shit. And the actors are pretty decent.
The actors are good. And she was hot as hell at the time.
That was the apex of Mila Jovovich. Yeah,
she was a fantastically beautiful woman. And
you know, she married the director, W.S. Anderson, right now it is?
Yeah, W.S. Yeah, so... Okay, but as a general rule... As a rule, video game movies, or video games that are based, movies that are based on video games suck.
So the video game existed first, and the movie came out. Right. Is that what you're saying?
All right, like Doom.
Yeah, boy, they really cocked that up, and I kind of thought that story wrote itself, man. I mean, that's the one thing I wonder about when they go to make these movies. You know, the video game was already popular. Why did you go around changing what made it popular?
The only film that I can really think of where it all made some sort of synergistic sense for the first one is Tron. Because what came first, the video game or the movie, or is it simultaneous?
They
because
put it out
the movie
simultaneously.
is such a trip, and it's such a beautiful movie and all of that,
Beautiful
and so much. That movie. Okay, that's a real movie. That is a video game. Now there are some other. I actually kind of like Doom now as just cheesy awfulness. Carl Urban was not a star. Even The Rock wasn't really.
Was that 2006?
2002.
Whoa, that old?
I think it's pretty
Holy
old.
Shit.
Don't quote me, but
I'm old as fuck.
Yeah, he's so old.
Older than dirt, man. Jesus Christ.
But it's fun. It's at least okay.
I mean, it seems like kind of a shame because boy, they left a lot on the floor.
Yeah, no,
because
it's
the fucking game, the last update for Doom, scarier than fuck, dude. That's a pretty scary ass game.
Oh
man.
yeah, no,
I mean, it kind of nails it. I'm like, dude, the movie kind of shot itself in the video game. Why didn't you just film that? I mean,
And that's
for
why I
fuck's
think they
sake.
haven't made Halo or some of the more expensive movies. I think the Assassin's Creed movie it got out of hand.
Yeah.
They just kept throwing money at it and couldn't fix it.
Yeah, and what's his name? Fucking Fassbender.
No, I haven't seen it.
Fassbender's in it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the only reason why.
He's so
you
up
would
and
see it.
down, though. I mean,
You still got to
know.
see whatever he's in. He's that good.
It's just fucked up. Like he should be bigger than he is. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You got to pick the right movie, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Whoever you
Yeah.
fire your agent because he's fucking junk, dude. He's junk. He get you. Look at all these fucking stupid ass movies.
It's
You
just-
could be Brad Pitt, and instead you're not even Bradley Cooper.
May
right
I
now. And
retort?
That kind of sucks, dude.
As the agent's agent, may I
Allow me to retort.
Allow me to retort. And this is the answer: is like, come on, man. There are so many bad movies. You want me to wait for the good movie
You
to be
throwing it
made?
in the
Because I'd be
dartboard.
waiting for the next 10 years because movies are terrible.
Well, that's true.
So,
But
I
you
mean,
could also just
if
play
you're an actor, especially if you're an English
Yeah,
actor,
you
no.
gotta
If they
eat.
got the cash, you got the time. The end. Look at Michael Caine, Jaws 3. I rest my case. Boom.
All right. You know, I'll
Okay,
give you
so-
that one. But okay, go ahead. You
What's the
finish your
first video game movie? What's the first that you can remember?
point that I can remember?
Tron? I don't even.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's not. No, that was a
Starfighter.
movie first. You're talking about.
Last
it was a
Starfighter
video
wasn't
game.
a real video game, was
No,
it?
stop. Last
Was it?
Starfighter. No, stop. Last Starfighter is the movie, and then there's the video game. What he's
Yeah,
saying
we'll
is the
we'll
first
get
time
into
it's a
that.
video game first.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of.
So
when-
it's a game that they
Right.
make a movie.
No, not Street Fighter. Fucking Super Mario Brothers. Didn't they do that with Bob Hoskins
Yeah, but
and
that was
fucking John
after Street Fighter, I
Leguizamo?
think.
You better
The Street
check
Fighter
that.
movie was a
'Cause they
terrible
did
movie,
Street
too.
Fighter. But that was when Jean-Claude Van and fucking Raul Julia's in that. Yeah, Jean-Claude
Double
Van
Dragon
Damme.
also.
You know they did do Double Dragon, didn't they?
Did they do
Cactus.
Pac-Man? Maybe not as a movie, but
not
as a TV show.
They did as a cartoon show.
But
Yeah,
what's
that's
the first
interesting.
movie
That I could-
was
I'm trying
based
to
on a
think.
video game? Is it
The first
Pong?
movie based on a video game? No, they never had a Pong movie. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, it probably was something like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Now you know it's a
All
good
right,
one.
well, we'll research
You know,
it. Like, I'm going to stop it.
no,
Fucking
no, we
yeah,
won't.
yeah.
This is it. It's a
Yeah,
shit
you're
you
right.
never studied.
I don't.
But it had to have been
Like reading.
pretty late because there weren't video games really until the late
Not just-
70s.
well,
you know?
yeah, you
I mean,
figure-
video games that became so popular.
Oh my
that movies-
God! Stop! I know, dude. It just
Answer
hit me.
the question.
Nah, here you go. It was a video game first, then a movie. Cloak and Dagger with fucking Dabney Coleman. You're talking 84-ish, dude. Cloak and Dagger existed as a game first on the Atari 5200, dude. Cloak and Dagger, and it was at the quarter arcade. Remember the quarter machines?
Quarters. That's been outlawed, Jason.
Man, no
Stupid
shit.
ass.
Bitcoin only. But okay,
So
but
you're
no,
saying is that movie
Yeah.
based on that game?
it is, dude? No, the fucking
Directly or just
yeah,
steals
no,
from it?
totally, dude. They feature the game in the movie,
And War Games.
but War Games wasn't already a game. Cloak and Dagger was a game
Yeah, they made War
first,
Games
and then they
after the
did
movie.
right. I
After
mean, they
all.
did fucking because War Games is basically Mystical Man.
Yeah, Missile Command.
But they did Cloak and Dagger as a game, and then they did the movie with
Really?
fucking Dabney Coleman and a host of other 80s
Yeah, but none of
people.
those actors are in the video game. Are they?
Oh, no, not at all.
Are
No,
they-
the video game doesn't even have anything.
Yeah,
that's
no.
that's
like
the
you
other
went
part.
up and down in an elevator, right?
Right, no, that's elevator action. The fucking no, in Cloak and Dagger.
let's show
Listen
you
to me.
get on-
In Cloak and Dagger, though, the movie has nothing to do with the game except that the game itself is featured in the movie because CIA agents hide some fucking shit on a chip that's in the fucking video game. It was cartridge based. That's
fine.
what it was.
But Cloak and Dagger ain't that good of a movie either.
No, but I mean, but wait a second.
Yeah,
though.
it's okay,
You
yeah.
asked me the first one. That's the first one
Oh,
I think
yeah,
I'm
first
aware
one.
of is that.
Yeah, but still, but again, the early '80s.
Yeah, it had to be because there would have been no point in doing it in the 70s. There
How
would
many
not,
video game movies are there? I guess not a lot
I think you better check that because there's House of the Dead. There's fucking
that were made into.
Silent Hill, the entire Silent Hill series.
Okay, well let's get into the ones that you know were made into movies.
Okay.
Silent Hill is a
Are you
freaky
talking
movie.
That were
That's
movies
another
first or video games first.
that were
Only.
video
games
first.
and then
Well,
made
that's
into
the second
movies.
part, yeah.
So yeah, so
So Silent Hill was a video game first.
not as good as the game. The game is actually
Yeah.
scarier than the movie.
First two are really scary.
The original Silent Hill game is very scary.
Dead-
It's
yeah,
well
Dead
done.
Space.
Yeah, I would
an
say that the
animated
Silent
movie.
Hill movie was a disappointment both artistically and commercially.
It's a shame,
It
too.
was
A lot of good actors.
There are some good bits in that Silent Hill movie. Don't get me wrong, but as
It
a
just-
whole,
just
it
doesn't
never
work.
it never quite
Yeah.
it never quite clicks. All right, so what's another one? House of the Dead? Did you say?
House of the Dead, they actually came with a couple of those.
I don't think I've ever seen the movies.
Yeah, well, I
Far
think
Cry.
It's just they did do a Far Cry
Uwe Boll
movie.
did.
Yeah, Uwe Boll, man, he's
Okay, if we eliminate the
Blood
films
Rain.
of Uwe Boll, how many video game movies after that? 3.
Well, I'll go wait. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Right, so
Resident
Mortal
Evil.
Kombat to me is the best of that bunch. Out of all the the movies based on video games, you know
You
why?
really think
Because
so?
Mortal Kombat is that you will watch it every time it's on.
Yeah, but you can say the same thing with Resident Evil, though. I'll watch it.
I would rather watch the Kung Fu fights
Really?
from.
Okay, well, I mean, that's kind of.
I mean, just because
Yeah,
it's hilarious to hear that '90s, like acid house music or
Fight.
whatever, and they keep all that in the movie. And there's some.
Finish him. Yeah, the fucking theme song.
Yeah.
Mortal
Yeah, it's
Kombat.
got what's his nuts? The Highlanders in it and everything.
Christopher Lambert.
Yeah, he's great in that film.
That
Come on.
kid, the only one.
So what do you say is better? Resident Evil. Well,
I
that's
think Resident
that's
Evil
had
is
a bigger
better.
series.
Prince of Persia.
Yeah, well,
But another bomb.
you know what? Wait a
That's
second.
one of the biggest bombs
Wait a
of all
minute.
time.
But he makes an interesting point though. That was actually a big.
Tomb Raider?
That was a big. Those are two big budget versions of video games, dude.
Yeah, and Tomb Raider sucks
It
too.
was
Yeah,
not
that
a very
sucks.
good film. I mean,
No, it
it's,
almost-
it's despite having like someone who is absolutely perfect. I mean, that you really couldn't have picked anybody better than Angelina Jolie at the time.
So isn't it interesting
So,
that video
yeah.
games are now so important to our culture? They're obviously a big part of entertainment. I want to start
World of
integrating.
Warcraft.
Well, whatever, but
Yeah, they did a World of Warcraft movie.
I want to start integrating video games a little bit more into the show because obviously we
People
love
like
them.
video games. I love
And
them.
I think
still
people
play
like
the
them.
fuckers,
And so
man.
to me, this is the most direct way to get the concept in. Is that even though there's a lot of video game movies out there, probably
Yeah.
20, 30, I mean, at least
Yeah.
Way more.
40, 50, a lot.
Anyways,
And the best we can come up with Resident Evil 1.
so you think that there's a 5-star?
Mortal Kombat
You think
one?
there's a 5-star movie out there lurking among?
I think there should be, at this point. No, I'm not
I
saying
have
that's-
my suggestion.
I don't think that Asteroids or Space Invaders could give you a 5-star movie, but you ought to be able to knock
You know
a
what?
4-star out of
You know
that.
what would give you a 5-star movie? And here it is.
Halo, for one.
No, fucking Half-Life, dude. Half-Life 2.
Okay.
Half-Life 2 has got one of
what's
the
the-
best storylines in games, and they haven't made a fucking Half-Life movie.
What is the one where
Get
there's
to
apocalypse?
fucking work. What now?
What's the one when it's post-apocalypse and they're in Vegas
I mean,
one
you know,
year?
Fallout?
Yeah, Fallout.
Yeah, they could do a fake.
on, man,
If
that-
they did a Fallout, they would get seen, dude. I'm here to tell you, a lot of Fallout
You
popular
could
game.
make a very good movie out of some of these.
You could make a Call of Duty series.
And to
That'd
me,
be
I
kinda
think
cool.
why movie companies have messed them up. And let's face it, they've messed them up, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of them
Ways
out there,
on
and
there.
most of them are either god awful or, I mean,
Disrespect your audience, what it is.
well,
That's what I
maybe
think.
they worry too much about the audience. Don't worry so much about the fans and we're going to have 20 million fans built into Halo just right off the bat. And if we don't keep Master Chief and Cortana, I'm like, okay, yeah, you probably ought to keep those characters,
Yeah,
but
right.
and they should be true to the game. But okay, just be Jim Cameron. Figure out a story
do a bomb-ass way
that
to do that,
works
right?
in that world. Don't change the
Fuck.
world at all and make
Just
a hyper
make it-
realistic.
I mean, and it's not like you can't do it.
Which is why Doom, the movie, was
That's-
so awful
I know,
because it was so
God,
unrealistic.
Jesus, like shit.
You have all these cheesy guys. You didn't believe any of them could do
No.
anything other than Urbane.
Well,
and,
they just cheesed it up.
Rock.
They didn't bother spending
cheese,
any
right.
money on it. They were like, what if they're in a warehouse or something? I don't know, elevators. I mean, it's just fucking stupid.
that's why I thought I would love to see Neil Blomkamp do Halo. I think that is the
Yeah,
little shorts that
do
he
a
did were
bomb-ass
fucking
job with that.
amazeballs. That is a movie that Blomkamp was fucking born to direct. Here's this IP that's there, and they don't do it.
They don't do it. It's
And the reason why they don't do it because it's cost $250 million
do a
to
short
do. Yeah, he's done
for
a few
Microsoft.
shorts. Yeah,
No,
and they're
yeah,
bad.
I don't
Halo
think
for Microsoft.
No, I was a little
Yeah.
bit surprised.
They're awesome.
I was a little bit surprised when they came out with the World of Warcraft movie and that it wasn't better.
Because they treated it as a child's film.
You
basically,
got a
right?
rich property, dude, and they kind of like they didn't even.
No, that was
it's like
big
they
in Asia.
barely bothered with
It was big overseas, though.
No, that's
I know that
true.
doesn't mean it was good.
Yeah, I you know. That's what
Dear
I'm saying.
people in Asia, you have terrible.
Up your game. Come
Terrible
on, guys.
taste.
You don't have to give 5 stars to everything for fuck's sake.
Just because it has Tom
Netflix
Cruise
did.
does not mean it
You ever see that? I fucking panned through Netflix the other day. No shit. Every goddamn movie was 4.5 from 5 stars. I'm like, well, that's great. Well, I'm glad I have all these good ass movies.
Netflix
man.
would never have a movie less than 4 stars, asshole.
Not even one time ever.
once.
Every one of these movies is primo.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
the one thing
what?
that Amazon is at least slightly better at is, you know, it'll be
honest
a little more honest.
This movie sucks. Don't see it.
Okay, so
Everything on Netflix is 4.5 fucking stars or 5.
But so I think that they and now that they're gun shy of doing it. Assassin's Creed's just the latest in a long series of movies that have not
Yeah, it
returned
ain't
on.
too good.
Even with the emerging Asian market, Assassin's Creed was a bomb.
Nah,
so
not really, yeah.
if you are just a suit at a company, video game IPs are not of straight. It's
Well,
comic
they're not
book shit.
attracting you, but you got especially when you are making so much dough off comic book. I mean that's kind of the elephant.
Marvel is making so much dough off of comic books.
Well,
DC ain't making any goddamn money.
Yeah, I
Suicide
guess.
Squad made some money.
Well,
Superman
but-
made some
but
money.
They still put that shit overseas.
I know.
But either way, in their mind, they're like, okay,
all right, so
okay, go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
there have not been very many good movies off of video games.
Right,
Are
video
there
games
any
really pop.
good video games made off of movies?
Yes, actually, there are a couple of them that are pretty good.
And the one I came up with, Butcher's Bay, the Riddick Chronicles video game. I've never met a person who does not like that game or think that game's pretty good.
I can give you the number one, the absolute number one.
But you agree with me on Butcher's Bay? That's a
Yeah,
good
no,
game.
I'm not disagreeing. What I'm saying is the number one video game based on a movie
Yeah.
is fucking GoldenEye for N64.
Golden.
dude.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That's a good
see
one.
what I'm saying? Yeah, GoldenEye is fucking huge.
Yeah, you're
dude.
finally not
Yeah.
stupid. I guess I'm rubbing off
No,
on you.
don't rush into judgment on that shit. I'm as dumb as the next guy.
GoldenEye.
I'm probably dumber. But yeah, no, GoldenEye for N64 was
GoldenEye
fucking-
might be the biggest and
Yeah.
best. Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah,
good
dude, I
call.
fucking gotta nail that one.
Damn.
Oh, and by
Better
the
than
way,
Butcher's Bay. Yeah.
by the way, a nice secondary to that. By the way, for
By the
PlayStation
way,
2,
been meeting to ask you.
From Russia with Love, the James Bond game,
From love.
fucking badass,
Now that
dude.
has Connery in it, right?
Yeah, no, it's
No, I've never
straight
played that.
up,
I've never played that one.
dude. It's bomber and shit, dude. It's a
Really?
fucking it's a good game. And that's the other thing. There's 2 fucking series right there. No one ever made a fucking movie out of.
GoldenEye
At
2.
least none that I saw. Metal Gear Solid, right? The fucking Metal Gear Solid is huge. And Siphon Filter, dude. No one's ever done those as movies. And that's fucking, those are choice
Because
written
look
right
at
there,
the movies
man.
that we're talking about, though. Halo, Half-Life, Destiny.
Right.
Those are all. You ain't getting out of those movies for less than $150 million. And
Just
another
because of the cost.
Yeah, just because it's freaky shit and just Hollywood can't but help but to
It's
waste
weird.
money.
Yeah, they just.
So if you're looking at any of those properties, you have to buy the property first. In other words, you're paying fucking somebody a chunk of change
Right.
to have this video game. This is where Sony should have theoretically had a huge advantage in this department and have totally screwed the pooch. So bad that their film division is rumored to be going out the fuck.
I have an alternative theory
About,
about the expensive movies.
yeah.
I think that the motion picture industry is an adjunct of the Defense Department, and that those $150 million budgets are actually only $10 million worth of movie and $120 worth of black budgets.
I wish that was true. No, I think they actually spend that dough.
Wow, they're fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But it is what it is. I'm
So
sorry.
that's,
Please
so that's
continue.
a good one. GoldenEye, of course, is a great game. If you haven't played it,
Yeah,
go
it's
and play
culty.
it. It's fantastic.
Dude, it's the reason people buy an N64. It's the Tecmo Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that game's still like
$4
$70-$80. I bet.
Yeah, and you got 4 players. Nah, it's
Yeah, we
unique.
played it over the last
see,
summer. So
fucking
yeah,
smoke, yeah.
Butcher's Bay. Blah, I mean, but
Yeah,
again,
well, man.
not even that many video games.
No, because most
Like,
of the
usually
time,
the video game
games
of the
aren't
movie
very-
sucks, too.
Yeah, I mean that started with
Like
that,
most Batman games are.
the most
you know.
famous story is the E.T. story, dude.
Oh yeah.
When Atari put out the E.T. game, I mean that's like a legend, right? There's even
Had
a
to bury those games.
right? There's a fucking burial pit of fucking Atari E.T. games. That's how bad it is. It became the lost ark of fucking video games.
Yeah.
What the fuck? But yeah,
That's true too. They actually wouldn't find
That
it.
actually was fucked up because it kind of hurt the industry. I mean, the
Oh no! It killed the
industry.
industry for 10 years.
Yeah, it kind of went away till
Yeah, so that's a great example of it. Not only are video games hard to translate into film, they're not that easy to translate into video games.
Sometimes they're fucking kick ass, and you get some pretty good ones. But then other times, like,
Yeah, like the Batman games are okay for side scrollers. I mean, they're
I played the Sophie's Choice video game. Not that good. You know,
The Yentl was
the word
the pinball version of Yentl, though?
Yentl 4 is kick ass. I'm sorry. There's a lot of ninjas in that game. You know, and Streisand can throw stars and shit. That's
surprising
badass,
for a
man.
movie based on Yentl, but yeah, there's ninjas in it.
Kind of
So,
amazing.
all right, bottom line, are there ever going to be a great video? Well, I guess GoldenEye really was a great video game.
Yeah, I think that
So that's already happening.
you're always going to have it from movies to video games. Honestly, that advantage I think is always going to be video games. I think that video games into movies, maybe 5% great. The rest of them, forgettable.
But
Where the fuck is the Left 4 Dead game? Where's the Left 4 Dead fucking movie? It's the best zombie game of all time. Why the fuck isn't it already a movie? Seriously.
yeah, Left 4 Dead is pretty good.
Left 4 Dead is a fucking
Yeah,
great-
it's set up
both
for you as a movie.
Yeah, it's a fucking movie. How can this?
It's storyboarded up for you.
It's fucking filmed for you. It's cast for you.
They've already fucking.
They already wrote it.
Yeah, they already
Jesus
did-
Christ, how expensive can it be?
Yeah, they previs the whole movie, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, but you haven't used that? Or?
How the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck?
But the same
Okay.
thing because it'd be expensive. I just think that studios are there's
Yeah,
even
but-
though they're recycling chips
No,
and all
dude,
these.
I feel like you can. Okay, so who would you put in that'd be a bigger draw than the movie itself? Now I'm gonna put you. Through
I'm
this.
not saying they're right.
What I'm
just-
saying, right? Because I'm thinking, look, Dawn of the Dead's got nobody in it. I mean, they're good actors. Don't misunderstand me. But at the time,
Yeah, Ving
none
Rhames
of them.
is the
Ving
only
Rhames
actor.
was the biggest guy in that movie.
Yeah, by far.
You know what I mean? And that's not. I'm not gonna Ving Rhames, but I'm saying he's not Tom Cruise,
No, right.
right? And so there's good actors in that film. You can't do Left 4 Dead with good actors like the kind you get for like an HBO miniseries or
Well,
some shit.
but maybe this could be part of it. Maybe they are selling those IPs at incredibly overvalued. I know.
fuck.
I know we got to end the segment. We're out of beer.
1 second.
Oh, keep going.
Oh
No,
my
but,
God, you're Ali fucking Baba.
Just the.
Look at that.
I mean, if they want $100 million for doing Left 4 Dead, guess what? Go suck a dick. I'm not
Right.
giving you. I'll give you
Second deck.
5. Yeah, second dick. I might give you $5 million, but I'm not going to give you $50 million. So that could be part of it too. And whenever you're buying an IP like that, like, are we buying into this IP forever, or are we just getting it
Well,
for
how many
2
movies are doing
movies?
this, right?
It's a little bit like leasing. Do you really want to do a shitload of improvements in this place that you're leasing, only to gotta
Right,
move
and
on
then you
from
gotta
it?
give the whole thing up. Yeah, no, I totally get it. It's kind of like what X-Men is experiencing, being part of 20th Century Fox instead of being like part of Marvel.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of like having a kid live with a different parent. It's just like,
It works, but
right? You're like, oh, you're not raising them right. Well, fuck you, Terry. If we hadn't gotten divorced, you're like,
Terry,
oh.
you're a bitch.
Terry,
You're a bitch.
bitch.
Anyway, so yeah, I hope that I hope that Halo gets made into a movie. I would just say that. I mean, I would go watch a Halo movie made by made by me.
I'd see a Left 4 Dead movie, and I'd see a
I'd see a Left 4 Dead
fucking
movie.
Half-Life 2 movie. Where the fuck is the Half-Life 2 movie? That's the best, one of the best stories in video games,
all right,
dude.
to wrap it up,
All right, let's do it.
there is one video game that maybe we forgot, that Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
It's both a
that's
great-
actually a pretty big
And that
one,
game,
yeah.
I think, was influenced by the movie, and obviously the movie's influenced by the
Yeah,
game.
the first Tomb Raider is a great game.
Oh, it's a
It
great game.
really, yeah, it's incredible.
And the first movie,
And they've
or the
tried to
only movie-
recapture that, but
No, they never really have.
they just haven't. I mean, it's really hard to recapture.
Who? Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I mean, unstoppably good Tomb Raider. I mean, come on, Angelina Jolie
But,
is fucking
Come on,
Lara
there are
Croft.
plenty of young, beautiful ladies that can play that part right now. Why aren't they making those? How can it?
Yeah, I mean,
how
how much
expensive
money
can it
can
be
it
to make
be?
that kind of like an
Yeah,
adventure
it's-
movie?
And
50?
you don't even have to fuck. The fucking stories they had weren't that good. The original Tomb Raider story is pretty good. Why don't you just use the video game story? The video
Fool.
game was already popular. It already had the fucking story. Why wouldn't you just use that? I mean, yeah, okay.
But
sure,
I
people
might
go,
see-
Let's still go see it.
I might go see a Tomb Raider movie if I thought it was all the pieces were all there. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now I'm not saying that will ever happen.
Who would you
but,
get? Who's your Tomb Raider?
I don't know. Some have Rob. What do you want from me?
I don't know. I can't even think of any.
She's got to go. Oopsie doopsie! I fell out my bottom because I'm British. What?
Shit.
Governor, have some tea and crumpets.
Jesus, would you possessed by the ghost of Michael Palin? Yeah, I know Michael Palin's not dead, so that doesn't mean he
says he's not dead?
I have no evidence.
All right, so coming up next will be our picks from the week, and
Yes, sir.
anything else we should say about video games?
Video games are more popular than motion pictures, and probably more likely to make money.
At this point,
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh, well,
there
that'll
it
be a
is.
different episode of video games.
Right,
versus
we'll talk
movies.
about that, but yeah, so that's my takeaway.
All right, so stick around for From the Vault.
Okay, wait a minute. So
what's your From the Vault?
The From the Vault thing
not allowed.
actually ties into this.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, in this particular
Sucks to me.
case, I'm gonna go with this.
We'll watch a lot of laughing.
It's a movie inspired by a video game, but doesn't actually call it out. Okay, and here you go. The movie I'm talking about is a little Polish/Russian movie called Frankenstein's Army.
What year?
Geez, 2015. I don't know.
Oh, so pretty
fucking
new.
year. Yeah, it's not that old, dude. Yeah, it's
Where at?
Amazon, I think, has Frankenstein's Army. Netflix, I'm pretty sure, has it. Frankenstein's Army should be available. But anyways, so inspired by a video game. It is inspired by Castle Wolfenstein.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, the new
I
one.
didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty.
Oh.
It's a lot of fun because look. Just put it out of your mind. If you're expecting a historical drama, I'm going to sadly disappoint you.
No, you're
However,
happily going to make me happy.
but you're going to be really happy to see it because it's a shit ton of gore. It's a ton of really good practical effects, dude. The fucking shit they build is great.
But
It's
no,
mutant fucking zombie Nazi machines that try to kill these Russian soldiers. And it's fucking great.
Wait a minute,
it's
Jason.
fun
Are
to
you
watch.
telling me that I need to believe that German people would kill Russians? Not gonna do it. Mine shaft gap, Mr. President.
Sorry, it's impulsive at this point.
Mr. President,
With that, I think that'll affect that. So I won't piss Jeremy off anymore because that is
you've already got him about murder.
stabbed repeatedly in the
And this is called Frankenstein's Army.
Frankenstein's Army.
So it is overdubbed.
No, straight up, no. They did it right. They went Resident Evil, completely in English, great
Oh.
practical effects, shot in basically one location. Looks like they built a lot of sets.
So makeup's any good or no?
Oh my god, outstanding!
Really?
Yeah, dude. If I was
Actors?
handing out fucking
How-
nobody,
actors
they're all
okay?
Polish and Russian.
But they are. Who
Get
cares?
very House
Are they
of Cards
good?
and
They're
Folksy
actually
looking.
not bad. Yeah, they're actually.
Hey,
Well,
you're
they're
in a
better than
podcast
that.
on
They're better
America.
than that.
Yeah, but they
actually.
look like kind of like his.
Yeah, and they
would
dude, they go all out. I mean, they build some fucking crazy ass shit, and these fucking Nazi zombies are coming in with fucking claws and cutters.
All right,
and
so
shit.
this would
Pretty
actually be
good.
one of the better video game movies you've seen.
I would say, yeah, especially in the fact that it's inspired by, but not directly referencing, which is how they kind of got around it. Frankenstein's Army, yeah, very much based on the Castle Wolfenstein series. So I'm gonna give Frankenstein's Army 3 out of 5.
All right,
Being
fuck,
fun to
I'll
watch, dude.
I'll watch.
Sorry, it's fun to watch. So there you go, boss.
Well,
So
mine's not going to be a genre film.
you got boss. What's up? What'd you see this week?
Well, I'll cheat real quick and say go see GoldenEye if you haven't seen it in a while. It is
Yeah, Pierce
probably
Brosnan,
the
man.
best Pierce Brosnan.
No one ever talks about Pierce Brosnan as James
Well,
Bond.
because they have Daniel Craig now, who just announced this week that he is absolutely doing his last Bond and the 25th Bond sequel.
I was kind of hoping that the last Bond was his last.
Not his fault, though, man. He's a great Bond. It's not his fault the Bond movies suck. What can he do? If he's James Bond, he has to be in a James Bond movie. I mean,
I guess
it's not his fault.
I don't know. Yeah, but Dan, you have to let him do that. I mean, you are. No, wait a minute. You are a big enough actor, Daniel. Look at me.
he's
Look at me.
English.
You could fucking
He's
tell.
English.
Nah, stop. You could tell these.
He's a pro,
directors.
dude.
You could say, "Hey,
No, he's a pro. Sorry.
this would never happen in a million fucking years.
Obviously.
Why don't you think of something better?" Well, Tom, do you think Tom Cruise would let that
He
happen?
made the Mummy, dude. I don't know. We used to think so, but he made the Mummy. It's that bad.
Why? You know,
Come back to the Mummy. So, see GoldenEye.
Yes,
It's a
please.
fun James
it
Bond
is very
film.
good.
It inspired one of the greatest video game adaptations of all
Yeah.
time. But the movie that I saw last night, and the one that I said to you, and you went, oh yeah, is Bull Durham. I know it's not a genre film.
No, but Bull Durham.
Is a very, very good film. If you haven't seen it in a while, it's good all American, but great cast, really in the primes of their
It's
careers
got
as
to
actors.
be the top 5 of best sports movies of all time.
Well, that's a different topic but I don't think it actually gets into the top 5. It probably gets in the top 10, but not top 5.
Really?
Yeah, Rocky's a sports
Dude,
film.
that's gonna be
Chariots
a
of Fire
fucking-
is a sports film.
Yeah,
That's already put down to 3.
So there's
Field of
1 and
Dreams is
2.
a sports film. That puts it down to number 4.
What's
What's the Burt Reynolds film when they're in jail?
Longest Yard?
Longest Yard is a better film than Bull Durham. I like Bull Durham a lot, but it's not better than Longest Yard.
Put Bull Durham ahead of Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams made grown men cry in movie theaters. Dude.
Let's
Made grown
I
ass
cried
man
too,
cry.
dude.
Damn, they're playing catch.
I cried when they weren't winning for a little bit, and the team was like doubting themselves. Like I cried,
Damn.
Tears.
That's
I
right.
said, "Wow."
In Bull Durham?
Yeah, I was crying like a baby. I mean, I just couldn't believe they were losing like that, and Nuke couldn't get his pitch under control.
Yeah.
And then the one guy's got his back cursed, and
that's
that was, dude, that's
Major
a lot.
League?
With Tom Berenger and fucking Charlie Sheen, dude. Yeah.
There's a lot of sports. All right, sorry, what was this sport?
Wesley Snipes is in that.
That's right.
That's right. All right.
But Bull Durham. But one of the things that struck me about watching it, is I believe it's for free on Amazon.
Well, I mean, Prime membership. Yeah, you can watch Bull Durham.
You get something.
You'll be able to see Bull Durham if you're in Clemson.
Yeah, it's not.
So
Is there use of swearing and sex? There's a lot of swearing in Bull Durham, and there's a lot of sex in Bull Durham.
That's right.
And all of it seems perfectly
But there's
believable and logical and realistic and all that, despite the fact that
there's
These
only two
pretty big
chicks
stars.
involved in the sex.
right, there's only 2 chicks,
There's two chicks, and they both know each other.
it's kind of like the closest you're going to get to Slapshot in a baseball movie in a way, because it's about the minor league team and all that. They're talking about the deuce and all this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But the use of swearing really. Kevin Costner says the word "fuck" about 20 times in that film. I
But
did
in a
not.
punctuating way.
In a, no, just in a believable way.
You don't even mind it. You're like, that sounds
Right,
about
because
right.
it sounds the way that people actually talk,
What do you
as
say?
opposed to like The Mummy,
Where
where
it's like-
every time they swear, it feels like, oh, are you just trying to get an R rating?
It's like a special effect. Like
Yeah, it's
like they're
let's try
cutting
the
it in,
word
right?
fuck.
Like
You know,
it wasn't even part of
Kevin
the
Costner's
scene.
just like, fucking me, fuck, you're a fucking idiot. I mean,
No.
it come off natural where Tom
What
Cruise
does he
is
say?
like,
What he's
fuck,
saying to
man.
fucking Robert Wool, he goes, well, fuck this fucking game, right?
Yeah.
He fucking pissed off because he got fucking,
Yeah.
he was going to be the catcher and he came
and it's weird how, just it seemed very believable all that when you
Yeah.
hear the word fuck now in a movie or see someone smoking a cigarette, it's like they're
Right,
fuck
like,
you,
because
you
no
know.
one has the habit anymore, not that much. So
yeah. I mean, so in that movie, people are
everybody's vaping.
people are chain smoking in that film, saying
Right.
fuck every other
It is
word.
pretty surprising when
banging
someone lights
all
up
the
a
time.
smoke, dude. You're like,
I'm
Wow.
sure that's a movie that played on TBS and TNT a lot,
Oh,
but
no.
I'm not sure how because it's actually so it's a very well acted movie. Okay, so what are your picks of the week? Just something new that's out right now that you think we should watch?
okay, so something new that's out. Check out The Killing of a Sacred Deer. It's a little wacky horror movie with Nicole Kidman,
Earl?
who I'm gonna make a confession here. If Nicole Kidman's in a movie,
Yes.
I kind of see it.
I used to not be that way, but I kind of am now.
She tends to be pretty fucking good.
Did you see their
the
Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah, I was just about to fucking say
She's
The
actually pretty
Invasion
good in that
with
movie.
Daniel Craig, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice loop around. But no, The
she's
Invasion
good in
is
that
actually
movie.
pretty good
Yeah.
and pretty well done, and she's very
I liked
good
it much
in
better the
so.
second time I saw it. First time I went, it's not Donald Sutherland's
Right.
version, which is the best, probably.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But this was
It wasn't even as good as I didn't think it was as good as the Kevin McCarthy version, but it's
They're very
still
different films,
But
right.
it's still a very good
I got
film.
you, right,
It's
but
a
yeah,
3.5, 4-star film.
Yeah, and
it's good.
you will watch it when it's on, which
Oh, yeah.
is the measure, dude. It's like, when you watch it, she's very good at it. So, by the way,
So she's in a
actually
new movie?
Dead
Is this
calm with
new?
fucking... Yeah, well, it's new. It's out. It's called Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Horror movie.
Yeah, like a real
How
psychological
much money
horror
did they have
flick.
for it? Like 20 million, 50 million? Psychological
Just
horror.
enough.
So a small movie, probably.
You know who's in it? Who else is in it? Is fucking... hang on a second. He's the kid from Dunkirk. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, young English.
Did it get
kid.
a theatrical release, or is this straight to video?
I think it got a small theatrical release because it's real artsy, but
Okay.
it's still very good.
But it's good.
Yeah,
Is it ghost
it's
movie,
good.
zombie movie?
Nah, it's more like medical. It's very Michael
like
Crichton.
Dead Ringers or something?
Yeah, very much. There you go. That's a
Okay.
pretty good comparison. But there's also like a
Ringers.
murder component to it, an intrafamilial thing. It's pharmacology is involved. So, Yeah, I would say go ahead and see that one.
All right, I have 2 TV picks.
Give it
for the
up,
week.
man. What do you got?
They're still both on, and they're both, one's top notch, one is actually very strong. The first one I'd say is Salvation from CBS. It's a TV
Is that good?
replacement show. I think there's 6 episodes into now. They have 1 or 2 left. You can see the first 4 episodes, I think, for free on Amazon. Then they start charging you. It is very good. Well, it's good. For a summer show, it's
Well, give
very
me the
solid.
synopsis. What is it about?
A kid figures out that a planet-killing asteroid is going to hit Earth in, like, I don't know, 250 days, something like that. And so everything kind of stems off of there. The kid tells people, people get kidnapped, people get killed. The kid ends up meeting this sort of Steve Jobs type whiz kid guy.
That guy.
Yeah, and
He
it's
meets
like,
Elon Musk.
yeah, but like a sexy, charismatic Elon Musk who could actually put 6 or 7 words together without stuttering. Elon Musk.
You know the guy can fucking delete us, right?
But
He can delete us. He actually has a button that says delete
no,
these
come on, he
assholes.
knows he stutters, dude. Not the first time he heard it.
Sorry.
Anywho,
Get off the
so it's kind of like
government welfare,
the kid
please.
joins up with the sexy Elon Musk.
Right.
And there's big machinations with the government. The Russians try to steal it. It's a decent little action.
Is it action
sci-fi,
X-Files, basically?
action sci-fi? So no, because I don't think the idea of a meteor killing us is like X-Files. X-Files is like,
No,
you
it's
kind of
more
believe
like
it, but it's not
paranormal,
possible.
right?
No, this is very possible that an asteroid could kill, and they're very realistic with the technology for a summer show on CBS. There's a lot of extras,
That's
a lot of
cool.
sets. It's a big budget thing. You can tell that the people who wrote it wrote the entire thing at once. It's
cool.
very interconnected.
Okay.
They're able to move the plot points forward at a very rapid pace. After watching season 7 of Walking Dead, that is very appealing to me.
Yeah, and
the
how,
way that
man.
Rick and Morty is very appealing to me for that same reason right now, because it's moving forward. I mean, obviously, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty is the
of
best
course.
show to ever
But the
exist.
second film I'd say is The Strain. They're in the 4th season. They're in the last season, and that is just one of the great shows on TV.
Really?
Right now. It is.
I fell out of it.
I
man.
understand why people
I wanted
wanna-
the doctor and the kid to die so bad. I was.
and the show works into that in season 3, and
Right.
they fully extend. Like they make the kid the villain
Because
like
the fucking
one of the main
dad
villains,
is such a
man.
fucking asshat. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
I hope
the show
you
knows he's
die.
an asshat. It's utterly aware that he's a bad guy. He is an anti-hero in many ways.
There's a spider. Oh, don't eat it.
Run free.
I know you're hungry. Anyways, I'm sorry. We were talking about asshats.
It's just a very well done show.
Yeah, the
incredibly
Russian guy is fucking great.
German guy.
No, the Russian guy, the fucking big Russian.
Oh yeah, fat. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No,
Yeah.
but he's good too. The guy you're talking about, the old German guy. Who is that? Fucking is that the same guy who plays fucking Filch in the Harry Potter series?
I have no data point for
I
that
think
series
he
of
is. I
films.
think it's the same guy. Yeah.
Anyway, very
Anyways.
well done. It's it's not the take I ever would have done on vampire movies, but that's
But
part
it's
of
a
why
take.
it's a take, and it's a very strong take. Makeup is top notch. I mean, it's just a beautiful show with really strong actors, and they're going all in. They're cramming 2 or
Really?
3 seasons worth of story
Oh,
into.
man.
It is worth catching up on The Strain. So
I'll go see it.
Salvation because it's fun. It's
God
short. You
damn
can
it.
catch up on it easy.
Okay.
And absolutely watch The Strain. Of course, Rick and Morty.
Absolutely. watch
Thanks
Rick and
again to
Morty.
everyone
Yeah.
who's
Oh,
been
hey,
watching our
The
videos.
subs, dude. Thanks for the subs, guys.
If we
Fucking
can
give
get
it up.
to if we can get to 1,000, we can do pay-per-view stuff. We can
yeah, and
start
then we
to
might
pay-
actually put out a good show. You know.
Then we can actually start to spend some money and
Yeah,
stuff.
Put a little effort into it for fuck's
Turns
sake,
out
you
that
know.
money helps to make movies.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
fat
But so anyway, we absolutely love everybody who's liking, subscribing. Keep on
Thanks,
joining
man.
us.
I
don't
really
know.
appreciate it. I hope you guys like the show.
Yeah, maybe we will do sports movies next time because that's
That's not actually a pretty good
that's
topic.
a big
Sports
topic.
movies. So there you
Okay,
go.
so like,
All right.
subscribe, and
Mwah! Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage,
Fuck yeah, Mortal Kombat's a good movie.
Shang Tsung.